Good morning, lovely people. As it gets nearer and nearer to Christmas, I become more and more tense, stressed, anxious about the future, having pictures in my head of how things are going to go, all the things that I need to do, need to get, and need to organise. And quite often this overwhelms me. I know that many people feel like this time of year. And I just want to say to people that there is a way to be present and at peace and in a state of love, and it's really simple. I think because it's so simple, we overlook it. So we tend to not see the things that are right in front of us, tools at our disposal that we can easily use to bring ourselves back into the present moment. Every hour, every minute, every second of the day, there's a battle going on between your higher self, the you that knows everything and is one with God, and your ego, the part of you that you've created because you're afraid. I want to say that there is always part of you that is connected at all times to the oneness, and you can always access this no matter what state you're in. And I do get myself into a bit of a state. I'm a worrier. I worry about what's going to happen in the future, so I'm more anxious, I would say, than anything else. And the way that it affects me is in my stomach. So I spend a lot of my life in pain, and I just want to share with you that the simple act of breathing properly and finding a breath that suits you. You're gonna, if you start looking at what people are doing online, you're just going to discover every possible technique for breathing, to help you through certain situations in life. But there's one type of breath that is almost, I just had it pop into my head then, God breath. It's the breath of life. It's the breathing in me that immediately connects me to that part of me that I know is that I know is God. And it's that trust that thing, that breathing, is the way in to my heart, and that higher level of consciousness. And even sitting here doing this video, I feel 101 things racing around in my head that I want to say because I'm excited about some of the things I want to say. But I also know that that excitement and that kind of, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this video, is part of it. And the breathing just brings me back into my body. And it anchors my thinking to that, to the presence that's in me. There's so many different types of breathing, but I actually just breathe. It's almost just breathing through my nose all the time. It's kind of coming out through a closed mouth. And immediately I start to feel a sort of tingling sensation in my head that goes down into my neck and my shoulders. And I would say, just like everything in life, discover through your own practice, through your own observation and through your own experience, what works best for you. I never really paid much attention to breathing that other people do, because I know that's what's best for them. And what I do is to go into my heart center, to talk to Holy Spirit, higher self, or whatever you want to call it, and to trust there, to either ask the question there or just do what comes naturally to me. That's what I do. I know it's probably not going to work for everybody, but pretty much that's how I live my life, is through observing and watching how other people do things, but ultimately discovering my own ability, my own willingness to be with God, to trust that feeling that I have inside of me, that this body, this thing, this life that has been created is not just about being in a body and doing the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and getting through, getting through. I know it's not just about that, because I have experienced states of awareness where I literally am not in my body, and I'm not hovering above my body, but I'm it's almost like I'm expanding out of my body, not expanding, because that kind of assumes some kind of movement of something that's already there, but I'm really just seeing more. That's all it is. It's just a way of seeing differently. The more you open up yourself to all possibilities, to infinite possibilities, which is what God is, the more that you see yourself how you really are, and the more the veil is lifted, and the more is revealed to you, the more that you want that, and it's not just about the grand mystery of it and the magical quality of it, because that is amazing, especially this time of year. This is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for that special thing that's inside all of us, that is all around us all the time. He's constantly talking to us, that we spend most of our time ignoring because we're so stressed from our minds going round and round and round in circles. Take some time when you feel like that, especially this time of year, to just breathe and be in your body and draw your attention back constantly to what you're doing right now. And when you do that, you release all of the stuff that isn't real, because you know deep inside of you that only now is real. There is only now. And when you go inside your head and you're coming from a place in your head that's going round and round in circles, telling you how the future's going to be, how the past was, and what you need to do next, and it never lets you sit where you are. It's like running after the carrot and never quite reaching it. You're constantly chasing after something you can't grab hold of. When you sit in meditation, and it doesn't have to be for long, it can be, actually, you can be constantly coming in and out of states of different states of awareness, no matter where you are and what you're doing, because you can always be with God. You can always go in and breathe and connect to all that is. And feel the presence of love that is in you, surrounding you, with you at all times. There is only love. Everything else is a deviation from that, because we have the choice in every moment to choose something other than love if we want to. This is our power, this is our infinite power, to choose something other than love. And because we choose something other than love, we see the result of something other than love in our lives. If we choose only love in every moment, we start to see differences happening. We start to see things changing, and we start to see more of what we really are. So call that love into your life. Call what you are. Ask to be shown what you are. Ask to feel love in every moment of every second of every day. I'm just wanting to connect with that part of me that is channeling Yeshua at the moment. I feel very, very strongly connected to him over the last few days, because I have been very stressed and very in my head. And he's very strongly in a presence in me now. I have, over the last few days, literally been in constant conversation with him, and one of the things that's happened to me, which is just it's just really exciting. Sometimes it just blows my mind, the things that happen to me, is the seeing of my own light. So I don't know if it's my aura or my light body or what it is, but for a long time now, when I go to sleep or when I meditate or when I do Reiki, I see a light in my head flashing. Not flashing, sometimes it's flashing, but sometimes it's like a just think of a star twinkling. It's like a glow, a constant glow, and it's glowing in and out all the time, and it's kind of sparkling. And sometimes it's that, and sometimes it's like a flash, like lightning, and it happens so quickly. Sometimes I just don't, I miss it, but it's constant. It's all the time, and everywhere I go I affect lights as well. Lighting flickers, and because I've been drawn to the Way of Mastery books and the Way of the Heart, I think I have let Yeshua be my main guide. I also channel many others, but I think Yeshua has, I connect with him so much on such a deep level, and I think it's affecting my aura or my light or my vibrational frequency, because last night I was reading the meditation in chapter 11 of The Way of the Heart. It's a really beautiful meditation, and if you're just wanting to do a meditation to really chill you out, I definitely recommend doing this one. It's completely free. All of the lessons are on here on YouTube. It's the Way of Mastery books. You can see them being said. You can see Yeshua being channeled by JM or Chaim. And you can just listen to the words and see if it does the same thing to you that it does to me, because I do go into a really deep state of meditation, and after the meditation I came down and I actually read a part of it in the book, and as I was sitting there reading it, I could see all around me an orangey gold light waving and out, in and out like this. It was just gently glowing in and out like this, exactly this movement, in and out. There was a time where things like this, they would have scared me. Please excuse my washing machine. But now I just see it as another, because I'm so used to all these kind of paranormal, I suppose, I think people would call it, or metaphysical, I don't know. Things that people consider not to be real are very real to me, and there's lots of things happening like that with me. I see many more things now than I used to, and it's letting me open up more, because I trust, because I'm seeing more, so then I trust more, because it's like a proof. like a proof that I'm on the right path. And the more you go into that feeling of how it makes you feel when you see those things, those miracles, the more you go into that feeling of what is good for me, the more you connect with that and go deeper and deeper into your heart space, the more you open up, and the more that you open up, the more that you can see, and it goes deeper and deeper and deeper, and you wonder if it can ever end, and then you realise it can never end. It's eternal. It doesn't ever end. You go on forever, and that is what life is. So when you do your breathing, just wait for the washing machine to finish. When you do your breathing, connect with that. Connect with that heart space that says, I am love. I am loving. I am lovable. Forever. I am love. I am loving. I am lovable. Forever. I am that I am. I am love. I am loving.